Such an arrogant bastard.
Hi, I'm Lindsay Rhodes. Just a couple of words about ZDT Entertainment Network. I've been playing guitar and working in studios practically my whole career as a musician and a producer. And I just want to say that thanks to ZDT Entertainment, I thought I knew quite a bit about the business. I was self-taught, but thanks to ZDT, I was placed in a studio and I was able to apprentice under a real master. And I learned stuff that I never thought, that I would have known. I learned more about digital recording than I knew, and it enabled me to get the most out of my own digital studio here at home. I learned Pro Tools, which is a very important thing to learn these days because that's the industry standard. I made a lot of friends and a lot of colleagues in the business. I was able to network and meet some of my idols. I was able to sit down and talk guitar with guitar legend Steve Vai, who's played with Whitesnakes, Frank Zappa. And if you play with Frank Zappa, you have to be the kind on guitar. And that's him. I also met my heavy metal idol, Ritchie Blackmore, and that was very cool. And also some cool producers. Ritchie's producer, Roger Glover, who played with him in Deep Purple and Rainbow, taught me a few tricks. And along the way, I've made a lot of good friends, besides my own friends from my own band. So give ZDT a call and try it out. They'll place you in a studio. They'll place you at a radio station. They'll place you in the film industry. I give them a thumbs up, and thanks, Zachary. I was lucky enough because I live on Long Island, which is right outside New York City. Zachary brought me into New York City, and we visited Electric Lady Studios. Electric Ladyland is the studio that was founded by Jimi Hendrix downtown and continues to be a viable studio to this day. Eddie Kramer, who engineered all of Jimmy's stuff, works in and out of there frequently. He has also worked with Led Zeppelin. I was able to meet him there. And many, many legends have worked in there. As a matter of fact, the Black Crowes were sweetening their live album at the time we were there. The live album, Live at the Greek, with Jimmy Page, another idol of mine. I read up on a lot of stuff. I was self-taught. Once I got into a learning situation, interacting with a real pro, then I learned really, what my stuff was all about and what I could do. I mean, I had worked on projects. I had produced several albums for several different groups. I had played on some recordings. I have had bands out of the studio of my own. But ZDT really, helped me develop my full potential. I would unequivocally recommend ZDT Entertainment Network to anyone who wants to get into the field of music recording, audio for video, film production, or a radio station. Whether it be background stuff at the radio station or an on-air personality, they handle all of that. They can network you to the proper people. School's out, baby. ZDT Entertainment Network, that's the way to go. Real pros, real learning.